And so what I want to focus on with Women's History Month is the women who are present. Like when you think of women's history, what do you think about? Who's like some of the first people that come to mind?
Michelle Obama.
Okay, okay.
Michelle Obama, yeah.
I can't even lie. My girl Harriet.
Exactly. Harriet Tubman,
Yeah, and
Rosa
Beth
Parks.
Phoenix Walker.
Oh, I thought you said present.
Nah, no. I said when you think of Women's History Month,
Okay.
like who's the first people that come to mind?
yeah, you get those notables. I just think about those who are local that we can put our hands on and touch, our mothers, our aunts, you know, sisters, people like that.
And that's the direction that I want to focus in, because one of my students came up to me and was like, Miss Angel, I got to do a project on women's history, and I don't know who to talk about. And she started naming all of these powerful women from back in the Harriet Tubman, Rosa Parks, Madam C.J. Walker. And I was like, who's impacting you right now? Like, who can you touch right now? Who can you talk to? Who you can hear their story? Who has empowered your life? Like, who can you talk about now? And David, you made a good point. You think about your mothers, your aunts, us, the women sitting at this table.
Yes.
How are we making history? And so I just want to throw that question to you. In the present, you said Michelle Obama. Who is present now? Who's making history? Who you can think of and just honor in this moment? I'll go first. Y'all need a minute to think.
I actually had something real quick, but I'm gonna
No,
let
go for it.
This is
Thomas,
ladies.
this
This
is
is
you.
ladies first.
I want to
month.
hear from the men, though. Talk to us.
Actually, I'm a look right at the camera. I'm gonna look at my co-host because I'm gonna talk about her.
Yeah.
You know, way down there in Atlanta. She's an actress. She's an advocate for children. She's a mother. She's a new wife. I mean, these are not titles that should be taken lightly. And for you to be able to shoulder all of that with style and grace and still be fly and not look like you got 1 foot in the grave, you know, Natasha, it's a big deal. What you do is a big deal. You matter. You know, you matter, and all that you do matter. I knew you were something when you took something that I had said to my wife and you made it into something. Me and my wife used to wear a Wonder Woman and a Batman T-shirt, and we used to call ourselves the Justice League, just us. Then I see that you got it and you ran with it, you made it into something. I saw that, I was like, you know what, that girl's special. There's something important about her. So I just wanted to shout you out, sis.
I love it. I love it. Yes. Chloe.
Well, I said Michelle Obama. I know that she also pops up on my Instagram a lot, but just the way that she carries herself with grace. And I remember when she was in the White House, a lot of people would talk down about her. And her famous saying is, when they go low, we go high. And that really sticks out to me, especially when I'm at work sometimes and I have to deal with people who are going really low. And it's just like, sometimes that kind of replays in my head. And some of my mentors have even said that to me. So that's kind of why Michelle specifically sticks out to me. But also women entrepreneurs, I think that's a big thing to celebrate too. For women to own their own businesses, especially Black women, and the things that we've been through to rise up now and be able to sell our projects and speak out and have our own voice and uniqueness. I think that's a huge thing that people should focus on too during Women's History Month.
Yeah. And you know what, as you all were talking, I certainly honor everybody, especially those that get the press. But, you know, it's in my spirit right now. I'm just going to say this. I honor and respect every Black woman that's been called a bitch. Every Black woman that's been hit in the face and still had to raise her children. All those unsung heroes, because the truth of it, had it not been for Black women, our community would have suffered. I think about my mother who, you know, suffered abuse, but yet still she covered me and my brother. So it's so many women like that in our communities who loved on their children in spite of not being respected at work, not being respected at home, maybe not having a title. You know, God bless all those who excel that we can look to and say, hey, we feel good about ourselves. But it's the day in, day out mothers that I want to celebrate, and the women that I want to celebrate, the sisters, you know, who cover their brothers, you know, just the sisters like around the table right here. What we're doing right now. That's what's up, you know, because sometimes we have a tendency to look over what's right in front of our faces and not appreciate it. And so I just want to put that out there, especially for those battered women, those women who've been neglected, those women who have been raped, and yet still they walk with dignity. This is your month.
Yes. I love it. Natasha, who you honoring?
So it's so funny because earlier this week I was speaking to my friend, like if I could put these two women together, and I don't know them personally, and it's gonna seem crazy, but it's Marjorie Harvey and Sarita Jakes.
Mm-hmm.
So Marjorie Harvey, Steve Harvey's wife,
Okay.
and
Uh-huh.
Sarita Jakes. If I could put those two women together, that would be like my inspiration. So the reason why is because Marjorie Harvey is just, she's beautiful inside out. She's been through some things in her life where she's tried relationships, had failed relationships, but she just kept going,
Mm-hmm.
and she brought her whole family with her, and she really honors her relationship with her man. But she seems like one of those women that's like, but don't play with me type,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
And Sarita Jakes has had to share her husband with the world. They just celebrated their 45th year anniversary of their church. She's had to share her husband with the world or with the congregation or whomever that they serve for 45 years. So to
Mm.
be able to do that and still be, wife, mother, and just be out in the community and helping people and knowing that this is your calling, but still being your husband's cheerleader and not like his
Yes.
competition. I feel like just as an outsider looking in, that she does that very gracefully. So
Mm.
putting those two people together, like those would be the ones I would honor.
I love it.
Awesome.
Wow.
And last but not least, the woman who I think about most when I think about women's history is myself.
All
I,
right.
I think about myself
Okay.
Yeah.
first. And so I've been asked this question numerous times from different people. Like, Angel, who's the most inspiring woman you look at when you think of Women's History Month? And I would literally go down this loop, like this list. She's inspired me. Oh, she's inspired. Then I looked in the mirror and I was like, I done did some daggone
Tell 'em,
things.
girl.
I done gone through
Tell
some
'em.
stuff. I done had to
Tell
heal.
'em.
I've become healthy. I've taken this whole, idea of women just in history and doing big things. And like you said, people who are not known, I don't have to be known to the world. But
true.
the things that I've gone through, and I think what women often do a lot is overlook ourselves. The things that we wake up every day and go through so much stuff. We bear children and, have to deal with marriages. We have to go through so much. And I'm just like, God, thank you for me. Like, thank you for me, Lord.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's what I think about. And that's what I want to encourage people, women, definitely. Before you go and applaud another woman, applaud yourself for everything that you've done, everything that you've overcome, the things that God has saved you from. Because I know
Yes.
even
Yeah.
from a child, I used to look up when they used to be like, oh, well, that's Testimony Sunday and things of that sort. I'm like, man, I don't have no story to tell. And I was like, man, I'm missing the fact that God has saved me from so much that I could just thank him enough for that.
Yep.
So that's who I want to honor and encourage people to do too, is look at yourself first. And yes, we can still look up to other people, but don't forget to honor and love yourself. So
That's awesome.
I said all that to say it's Women's History Month. Let's celebrate, baby.
Yes.
All right. But real quick,
Right.
before we toss it over to someone else, and we're talking about honoring women, y'all out there, don't forget to honor us by hitting us with a like, subscribe, and
For
a share.
sure.
Please take yourself to Elevation Global Media on YouTube, Elevation Global Media on Instagram, and I do believe it's Elevation Global Media on Facebook. Please like, share our content. Please subscribe. Please hit the like button because we need that for the YouTube algorithm in order for our stuff to show up.
And y'all know who's behind this brand, right? It's a woman herself.
Yes.
Oh,
It's
yes.
a woman
Yes.
herself.
There you go right there.
Yes.
Elevation
There you go
Global
right
Media
there.
Group, Cassandra, shout out to you.
Yes.
Happy Women's History Month to your entire team, every woman that's a part of it. We love you. We thank you
Yes,
for even
we
just
love
having
you.
us. So, yes, couldn't go without saying.
Thank you for watching. Please
Yes.
like, share, and subscribe on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. We can be found at Elevation Global Media Group. Thank you for watching.